Hello Jurassic fans, this is episode 3 of my Paradise Island Sandbox Park in Jurassic World Evolution 3. For this video, I had a request to make a small Protoceratops enclosure without fences, only using custom-made barriers. So I'm using this corner of land in between two mountains to create a tropical marshland enclosure where the viewing areas will be on a little rise higher than the floor of the exhibit to allow for a natural terrain barrier. To make the barrier look more realistic and visible, I used rock decorations to create a small ledge across one full side of the enclosure. Then I created a gate to ensure that ranger and maintenance teams would have a way of getting in, and I blended it into the rest of the barrier using rocks as well. To prevent the hypothetical risk of guests falling into the enclosure, which would be awful for the park's safety ratings, I created a guest barrier using bamboo walls and wooden fence decorations. Protoceratops is a brand new species for the evolution games, and it's a beautiful looking animal. It's a ceratopsian that lived during the late Cretaceous period, and its name means first horned face, because it was originally thought to be a predecessor to other ceratopsians. However, this was proven to be false, and on top of that, the dinosaur barely even had any horns. Nothing compared to bigger ceratopsians like Triceratops and Styracosaurus. A famous fossil discovery showed Protoceratops and Velociraptor in a fight together, and they most likely died in that position due to a very fast and very deadly sandstorm that covered the bodies before they could get moved around or scavenged by other animals. Fossils of Protoceratops are so common in the Gobi Desert of China that they were nicknamed the sheep of the Mesozoic. I used waterfalls on the back side of the enclosure as a natural barrier, and I used various terrain techniques to present the illusion that the enclosure was larger than it actually was. And in reality, the dinosaurs will only have a fairly small area to actually explore. After the water, I began adding foliage throughout the environment using normal tropical trees, East Asian woodland, and broadleaf forests to create a variety of dense cover. Then I created a layout of rooted dirt and marshland to serve as a natural trodden pathway and swampy mud, which I then surrounded with trees afterwards. I added some final details to finish up the enclosure, and then I just had to add some viewing galleries for the guests. I wanted one viewing platform to see out further into the enclosure, and one normal viewing gallery to see up close right under where the ledge is at. I used some boulders to help blend the viewing galleries into the platform. And with that, the enclosure was finally complete, and it was time to release the dinosaurs into their exhibit. I used 2 males and 2 females to start off for this enclosure, and if you like the designs, you can copy them down here. For another big attraction in the park, I created a balloon tour next to the Protoceratops enclosure. I built the platform up on a little rise above the pathway and circled the park with the track for it. My idea for the pathway up to the entrance was to base it off of an amusement park queue line with a walkway that crossed past itself a few times with dividers to separate it. Using more rock and boulder decorations, I created another rocky ledge to support the sharp edges of the terrain, and then I created some narrow rock walls on the slope up to the attraction. I placed some canopies over the pathway on the slope to provide the guests with a little bit of shade while they were waiting in line. After that part, I used the same wooden fences that I had used previously to create the barriers between the two sides of pathway. And with that, the balloon tour was complete, and it was now on to the cinematic shots that I had gotten of the Protoceratops. That's everything for this video, and this is everything we have for the park so far. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this series, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any feedback or suggestions, and stay tuned for more.